Did you know that in the Metaphor ReFantazio prologue demo, there's actually a secret dungeon you can unlock called the Belated Corridor? Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be showing you how to unlock the secret dungeon in the Metaphor ReFantazio prologue demo. It's not really secret, to be fair, because it is a dungeon that you can just easily unlock when the full game comes out. However, for the demo, if you want a preview of what's to come with unlocking missions, with additional dungeons and additional areas on the map, then definitely stay tuned. And in that regard, I guess it is secret because it's the only thing that you can kind of miss in the prologue demo. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe to the channel because I'll be doing a lot more Metaphor ReFantazio content. Thanks for all the support recently on all the playthrough videos. I will be continuing my playthrough when the game releases on October 11, so definitely stay tuned for that. And leave a comment down below what your thoughts on Metaphor ReFantazio are so far. I am absolutely loving the game and I cannot wait to play it the full release. So today we're just going to do a step-by-step guide on how to unlock the dungeon, and basically you need to talk to Brigida, and Brigida is the one who actually gives you the dungeon unlock. Now before Brigida is Brigida, she is known as the Shady Woman, also as the Igniter Merchantress, and in order to unlock the dungeon you do need specific requirements which I'll be walking you through right now. So firstly, you can only start this once you actually finish the prologue demo, and then basically the narrator will tell you that you finished the prologue and you get 3 days of activities to do, and in those 3 days you can do a whole bunch of things. You can level up your virtues, which are basically your social stats essentially from like Persona games. You can also do a bunch of different little side quests. So there'll be a side quest from this guy which requires you to buy some medicine, and there'll be side quests along as well the city and whatnot. You can also chat to various NPCs and you can get possible secrets. You can buy stuff from merchants to get prepared, and you can also quickly do the Day of Calamity dungeon as well, which is the next main story dungeon, which you can see in the top right as well. So basically, to unlock the dungeon, basically you want to go talk to Brigida. So Brigida is located on San Lemeo Street, which is the main strip in Grand Trad, the royal capital. So all you want to do is you want to quickly go there. So by this time you should have your sword and everything, and you can fast travel, and you want to go talk to Brigida, which is right in front where she is located at the beginning of the prologue demo. So basically she knows that you're working with Grius, and then she has kind of a job for you to do. So proving your virtues, so this will go through your social stats and how you'll rank them up and how important they are to unlocking quests and possible other archetypes as well. And as you can see, in order to get the job, you need her to describe it, but you need 2 in this social stat, which is known as wisdom. So you need rank 2 in wisdom in order to do that, and wisdom is actually pretty straightforward to rank up, at least in the prologue demo, and I'll show you the easiest way to do it as well. So when you read the tutorial and everything, it'll tell you that certain tasks will take up time in the day, and if they do, it'll have like a little clock symbol for you. So in order to do all this sort of stuff right now, basically you want to get rank 2 in wisdom. So in order to do that as easily as possible is, first of all, you want to unlock this guy here. So also located on San Lemeo Street, a young Nidia, which is a tribe in Ukrainia. And basically he wants your help with cooking, or at least like showing him how to cook at the Honeybee Inn. And you can only really cook at the Honeybee Inn when it's at nighttime. So apparently the Honeybee Inn is busy at nights, and what you want to do is to take on this quest. So as you can see, it increases wisdom, and because you can only do that task at night to raise your wisdom, the only other way to raise your wisdom so far is to basically just sit and ponder at this bench, so also located on San Lemeo Street. So here you can level up your wisdom as you saw, and then as you can see it takes up time on your day, so just make sure you keep an eye out for the clocks and everything. So let's take a break, and then basically this is basically pondering, and you can just chill and you'll rank up your social stats. +2. So we got +2 in wisdom, and then it will transfer to the nighttime, and then we are finally in the nighttime for the Hushed Honeybee Inn. And as you can see, we always get a flood of guests at night. And then so you do have options. So whenever you cook, you do raise the social stat of Royal Virtue of Tolerance. As you can see, you can also do this as well, the red grass roasted bidu, which I will be doing another tutorial on how to do that. You can actually do that straight away in the demo as well. But you can choose either one of these. They both take up time, but let's just do this one because you won't be able to do the second option about creating that specific dish. So yeah, basically you just end up cooking. So again, it doesn't really matter what you do, because I think you still get the same amount of social stats. So we got +2 intolerance. So basically the day will tick over, and once the day ticks over, you do have the request available, and then you can actually complete the request that you got from the guy on San Lameo Street. So we'll go back to San Lameo Street, and as you can see, quest ready to be completed. You have reportable quests. Then you clear it, and you get 3 Muggle pills, increased wisdom, 2,000 monnaies. And you get +4 in wisdom, which raises it up to rank 2, informed, which is cool. And now, finally, when you have rank 2 in wisdom, you can finally go and talk to Brigida. She'll reveal herself as Brigida, basically. And then you can finally talk about the job. You will need to answer some questions. Now, from my testing, it doesn't really matter what answer you pick. But these are the answers that I picked.
My name is Brigida.
Yeah. So I'll skip through all this, so that it makes things easier. And then I think I am.
Do you believe in God?
And then I shouldn't say. And yeah, so once you answer those, basically she tells you about the job.
Thank you. You're bound for the Belega Corridor.
And yeah, there you go. You can unlock the dungeon, Belega Corridor. So quest start, a bullish embargo, need to slay the Guptaurus in Belega Corridor. And that is the dungeon that you can unlock. Rewards are increased courage, a lot of money, and pious igniter. And there's no deadline as well for that particular mission. So that's all good. So yeah, and then that's how you unlock Belega Corridor, the secret dungeon in Metaphor. So some bonus tips when you actually unlock Belega Corridor is that Gallica will actually tell you that you can have an informant that will know something about the dungeon itself. And now informants are really useful in this game because they actually tell you some tips and tricks on how to actually combat dungeons. So i.e. what, archetypes you should bring, what they're weak against, what certain types of enemies are strong against, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, you can basically go to the informant. The informant is located outside the Hushed Honeybee Inn. The knowledgeable man, he will give you a tutorial on informants and information, and you can buy information about the Belega Corridor, and he'll basically tell you any of the secrets that are required for that. And you can also get the Grand Cathedral dungeon as well, which is the dungeon for the main storyline, which you need to beat the Necromancer as well, and that will give you sort of ideas and tips on who to bring and what archetypes that you should be speccing into for those dungeons as well. Informants are really useful in the game, and I'll be doing full guides and all that sort of stuff when the game finally releases. The other bonus tip is that once you actually have 2 wisdom, you can come to the church, which is opposite Brigida. And if you go in here, you'll realize that you can actually purify equipment. So when you go through, and if you beat the dragon, you do get Dragon's Judgment. You also get Foreman's Jacket as well throughout chests through the previous mine dungeon. And this is where you can purify your wares. They do cost money to purify, but you need to be wisdom rank 2 in order to purify it. If you're wisdom rank 1, you'll come in here and then basically it'll just tell you to get more wise, I guess. But this is how you actually essentially purify your gear. But hopefully that's a pretty quick and easy step-by-step guide on how to actually unlock the secret dungeon in the Metaphor prologue demo. The dungeon is actually very difficult, especially if you're playing on hard. I'm sure on normal and easy is probably okay actually, but on hard it is very hard. And I do highly recommend that you get paralysis pills from the item store or from the potion store to cure paralysis. And I also highly recommend that you get a lot of items from the potion store as well that can actually inflict paralysis, because then you can get crits off them as well. It's definitely very useful for that particular dungeon. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Definitely don't forget to leave a like if this helped you explore more of the prologue demo. Keep subscribed to the channel, and I'll have more Metaphor ReFantazio videos for you guys soon.